Hey, what up, everyone? It's me again with another issue. And today's issue is, I'm sure you've all seen the Ryanair incident where the gentleman was abusive to the elderly lady. And if you haven't seen it, Google it and have your and post it and put an opinion on it when you do post it, because I've always wanted to ask this question, and it's seeing that video today. It's just made me say, you know what? It's time I do ask that question and see what I come up with. And the only reason that I didn't ask that question or posted a video on it for all these years, actually, it's from the time I came over to the UK, to be honest. Because before I moved over here, I've been over here 13 years now anyway. Before I moved over here, you would always get people saying, I came over here in 2001 maybe. And before I came over here, you'd get people saying like, oh, they're racist over there. You know what I mean? They don't like black people over there. This and the next and the third. So, but it's seeing that video today, and it just made me say, you know what? It's time I answer this question, or someone asked this question. And I don't want to offend. Number one, let me just say this. I'm not racist. I live by the moral, live and let live. As simple as that. And the world would be a better place if you ask me. I mean, I don't want to be rich. I just want enough to get by. Do what I want to. So, and like I said, I don't mean to offend. I've got white friends. And this isn't a message for you unless you're racist. So, I'm just going to go ahead and ask it. My question is to the racist white man. What have black people done to you for you to be so angry at us? If it's just you hate black people because the color of their skin, I would like an intelligent, racist white person to comment on this video and say that. If it's because of the color of our skin, then I would understand it. But what I don't understand is seeing social media and people, the racist white man abusing people because the color of their skin. And it's not just, well, I'm going to say black people. That's another thing. Apparently I'm black. And let me just say this. I'm not black, number one. I don't like to be called black because it's a label. If you look at the color of my skin, actually this is tan. If you went into a store, we're going to say Timberlands because everyone likes Timberlands. If you went into a Timberlands store and asked for a tan pair of Timberlands, if that person brings you a black pair of Timberlands, they need to go back to school. Because as far as I know, black is the color of my beard. And you can see that's totally different from the color of my skin. So, I don't like being called black. But if that's what you label me as, understandable. But this isn't about that. This is about I wanting to know, what have the Pakistani people, the Afghanistan people, what have they done to you, the racist white man, to deserve being treated like this? And again, if it's the color of our skin or their skin, I would like an intelligent racist white person to comment on this video and say, yes, that's why we don't like you. Because if you've seen that video on Ryanair and that the elderly white man abusing the elderly black lady, he said, He called her a black, well, the papers say black bitch, but when I watched the video, I think he said black monkey, or along those lines. No, like I said, after watching that video, it's I just want to know, you know what I mean, if you're brave enough, and put a comment, just comment on it, and this is for, again, racist, intelligent white person, because if you think about it, well, me, if I think about it, the only reason you could actually hate black people is because of the color of their skin. Because if you look at history, they haven't done anything to you. You left your country, which is Britain, America, and say you were going discovering. You said Columbus, you went discovering, and you discovered these islands. So you went to these islands and saw these people with different color skin. So you know what you did? You captured some of those people. Yes, and some of them was sold by black people, by, higher ranking black people. They sold the lower ranking black people as slaves to the white man. Fair enough, but I'm saying you left your country and traveled. You discovered these places, and this is from what I read in history. And you brought these people back to England and back to America to build your railroads. You know what I mean? Help you build your tunnels. Help you fight your wars. But still, you hate us because of the color of my skin. Can someone explain that to me? We helped you. We did you a favor. And all we wanted in return was to live and let live. Think about it. You left over here, went to these people's countries and bought them and brought them back. And not only that, you brought some of them back and they became maids. So, and it's like when you got your wife pregnant, and this is the slave masters. And if, this is a bit of education for you lot who don't know. As slave masters, when their wives were pregnant, and their wives, were finding it difficult, being as it's their first child, you know what would happen? They would get a black person to nurse that white baby. So which means they were drinking that black person's milk. So if you look at it, some of these high class white people today, they have black in them. Because you were fed the milk from a black woman. So think about it. And I'm only, educating who do not know. If you want to know a bit more, before you judge someone or before you go out on the street and call someone, names because you watch social media, because you watch the media, which the news and stuff, and see what they're putting. They're only putting what they want you to see. Now, some people may look at this video and say I'm going nuts. Well, that's up to you. You know what I mean? Because back then when I was younger, I used to see like bums on the street and they would be chatting and saying, they took my money, or, someone did this to me. This is why I'm that way. And I always used to say, these you mad. You don't know what you're saying. You're a bum, this and it. But I get it now. As I got older and watching the news and, things became a bit more clearer. So I do get it. And I do get why, as some young people, when they're young, they get into mischief. And when I say young, I'm in the 20s, in the 30s, and then something hits them. And they say, you know what, I'm going to church. I get it. And the reason they do that is because the church, it gives them a sense of peace. You know what I mean? From all this stuff that's going on in this world today. I get it now. I didn't get it before, but I get it now. And like I said, who understands where I'm coming from, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but anyway, I got a bit off track. But that's how the story goes. Now back to, why I posted this video. And it's simply one reason I would like the racist white man to actually say why you hate, black people or Pakistani people. Why do you give them such abuse? That's all. And until you can actually, come on, make a video or comment on this, please, and tell me why. Because I really want to know. Because, like I said, you're in the street and you'd hear a white person call someone or a nigger or, a Paki. And they hate them. But I want to know, but why? You just get like someone saying that, but they wouldn't say why. What made you say it? Or what makes you hate that person? So that's all I want to know. Simple. Why? What have we done to you for you to hate so much? Because again, all we want to do is live and let live. And that's it. Well, that's all I want to do anyway. Live and let live. And I've never been racially abused or anything like that. Well, not yet. But seeing what happened on Ryanair and from seeing what's going on social media, it just gave me the courage to actually ask. So I'm asking. So please do. And that's it. Until next time. Until my next issue. I've got a lot of issues. And it's mostly to do with what's going on in this world today. But like I said, until the next issue, have a good night. Sleep well. And I hope this video reaches the right person. That's all I want to do. And remember, if you're not racist, live and let live. If you're not envious, live and let live. If you're not one of those people that even if you're broke, you see someone with something else, you don't hate and said, oh, why have you got that? If you're not one of those people, live and let live. Life is too short. Live every day like it's your last. I'm not saying live it stupidly, just live it like it's your last. Just enjoy life, man. Stop being so hateful. I'm out.